First requirement, knowledge. From this answer of yours, the fact automatically comes to light that Al Islam is firstly the name of knowledge and then the name of putting that knowledge into practice. A man can be a Brahman without having knowledge because he is born as a Brahman and remains a Brahman. So also a Jat can be Jat though he be bereft of knowledge because he is born as a Jat and remains a Jat all his life. But a man cannot become a Muslim without acquiring knowledge because he does not become a Muslim from birth but from knowledge. Unless he comes to know what is the teaching of Hazrat Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. How can he affirm faith in it and how can he act according to it? And if he has not affirmed faith knowingly and after full understanding of it, how can he become a Muslim? So it is clear that it is impossible to become a Muslim and remain a Muslim while in a state of ignorance. Whosoever is born in a Muslim home bears a Muslim like name, dresses like a Muslim, and calls himself a Muslim is in reality not a Muslim, but that person alone is a Muslim in the real sense who knows what Islam stands for and affirms faith in it with full consciousness. The real difference between a kafir and a Muslim is not that of a name, that one is Ram Parshad and the other one is Abdullah. And so one is a kafir and the other is a Muslim. Similarly, the real difference between a kafir and a Muslim is not that of dress also, that one wears dhoti and the other pajamas, and so the former is a kafir and the latter a Muslim. But the real difference between the two is that of knowledge. The one is a kafir because he does not know what relation has God with him and what relation he has with God, and what is the right path for him to lead his life in the world in according with the wish of God. If a born Muslim too is ignorant in this respect, then tell me on what ground do you differentiate between him and a kafir, and why do you say that one is a kafir and the other is a Muslim? Gentlemen, please listen carefully to the point I am stressing and reflect over it calmly. You must understand it thoroughly that to obtain or to be deprived of the greatest boon of Allah, on which you express thanks and gratefulness to Him, depends entirely on knowledge. If there is no knowledge, you cannot at all get this boon, even if you have a little portion of it. then due to ignorance there is always the risk of losing the magnificent gift. The recipient, only due to simple mindedness, will be under the impression that he is a Muslim while in fact he is not. The likeness of that person who is totally unaware of the difference between Islam and Kufr and the incongruity between Islam and Shirk is as the likeness of one who is walking on in darkness on a track. Maybe that while following a straight line his steps swerve to another path and he is unaware of this deviation from the right course, and it is also likely that he may meet a Dajjal on the way who may tell him, "Oh Sunni, you have lost your way in darkness. Come, let me lead you to the destination." The poor wayfarer, being enveloped in the darkness, cannot see with his own eyes as to which is the right path. Therefore, unsophisticatedly, he will grasp the hand of the Dajjal, and the latter will lead him astray. These dangers are faced by the wayfarer for the very reason that he himself does not possess any light and so is incapable of himself observing the road marks. If he were endowed with light, he will obviously neither lose his way nor be led astray by another person. You may guess from this example that the greatest danger to Muslim lies in his own ignorance of Islamic teaching and his unawareness of what the Quran teaches and what instructions were left by the Holy Prophet Hazrat Muhammad, peace be and blessings of Allah be upon him. Due to lack of knowledge, he will grope his way and will also be led astray by the Dajjals. But if he is blessed with the light of knowledge, he will be able to see the plain path of Islam at every step in his life, will discover and avoid the misleading paths of kufr, shirk, heresy, and immorality, which will intercept him, and whenever an invader will meet him on the way, he will realize after exchanging a few words with him that he is an evil force and so he should not be followed.